So there are two things that I feel like is taking over world records in both games. And if I am being honest, I feel like the second topic will be pretty crazy for me to say. But the first thing I will talk about is TAS, or tool-assisted speedruns. And it is pretty much where you use hacks to make a speed run and get a lot of meters in the game. And I can't use videos from Push the Limit since they quit the game and their videos are unlisted. But I found someone that I might mention in a different video, but this is the only thing I found about tool-assisted speedruns surprisingly. But this person has a video doing a tool-assisted speedrun as well as one for Formula in Switchback Savannah. And Sami999 even did a tool-assisted speedrun in Factory in the first game and got 80,000 meters, and it was just to show what was possible in Factory, not even an actual run. And I am happy that tool-assisted speedruns don't count as records, but on the other side, this second topic is even worse but still is counted as records even though it should also count as cheating technically. It is FPS runs. FPS runs are dependent on how good your device is, and FPS is used to allow you to have faster control. And it depends on how fast the vehicle's control is, so for tourist bus you would need 900 FPS for a good run, and for vehicles like rally car you would need maybe 300 FPS, and there is at least some rules. And I won't say I care that much since I would still consider FPS cheating anyways technically, or not really that, but at least I feel like it should. But there is rules where you have to show your FPS counter for the whole run, which I guess is fair, as well as that your FPS should never go over 1000. But I'll stop yapping about FPS and shit. Anyways, take this player in the first game since the first game is where the FPS runs are used. All of his latest videos include FPS runs. And you can tell from one of the rules I just mentioned where you have to show your FPS counter. But I do not want to discredit anyone who uses FPS, they are still very talented players regardless. But not only does it make it unfair for the past world records, but it also makes it unfair for the people on tablet or phone who can't even get more than 150 FPS on even the best phones. But not only that, but it kind of also screws you over, since if you really need FPS to get a world record, then in my opinion Verechtak and Vote are the best players instead of you, since Verechtak had a bunch of world records 9 years ago before FPS even became a thing for the community, and Vote has 200 world records without FPS right now, since they both use devices like phones or tablets that didn't get that crazy FPS that you see in people that have better computers and shit like BlueStacks and all this stuff to have 900 FPS runs. But I think I am also good enough with my laggy ass phone as well. Plus the only vehicle I think I would want FPS on is Air Car, since it wouldn't go 300 meters without crashing out of nowhere. And somehow Tarantula is still worse to drive with, and that's keyword somehow. But I am still going to be criticized for saying this shit anyways, aren't I? But FPS are breaking a bunch of world records and it is wild. Just when we got Nitro and Mastery and all the stuff that made HCR2 crazier in the competitive side, HCR1 is getting the same treatment with something Fingersoft didn't even add to the game. Thanks FPS, but Casa out.